Welcome to my channel, Elemental Origins. My name is Starr. Today I'm going to enter into the space with a sage smudge. I was asked to remind the collective that are watching today that it's not just sage that can cleanse the space. You can use Palo Santo, you could use dragon's blood, you could use rosemary, you could use lavender, cedar, and also sound. So I don't know if some of you have been struggling to cleanse your space and you feel like something's just isn't hitting right. I'm being told to perhaps change up what you are cleansing your home or your divine spaces with. But today's message is for the Sagittarius new moon, which is usually depicting positivity, expansion, finding solutions to problems, and creative expansion. The energies of the Sagittarius new moon are for dreaming big and going for gold. But I'll be honest, everyone, I've been absolutely brimming to the absolute, I don't know, every inch of me with energy since yesterday with the 12 portal. I'm filming this on the 13th. I didn't get a chance yesterday. I was really sitting in a lot of dense energy and energies that I was really having to dig to the bottom of my everything to work through. And now coming to today, which is the 13th, which feels incredibly significant, and this reading as well, it feels like there is a layer of truth that is wanting to be brought to light. So I will say, go into this reading open-minded, everyone, but just be prepared for some divine truths coming to light. And I pulled a card for myself this morning. I was told to bring it into space, which is 28, mindful wisdom, creativity, and create inner harmony. But this owl just looked really sinister to me. So I'm going to read a little bit of this card to begin with. This is like our introduction, everyone. And yeah, everything is working a little bit differently today. And I'm trying to trust my teams and the messages that I'm bringing forward. Mindfulness is a simple act of being present in each moment, but for most people it is not always achievable during everyday life. Complications of employment, relationships, children, social activity, and career choices can all seem to distract us from achieving this goal. It is only when we choose to become present that you receive clarity, consciousness, peace of mind, and objective understanding surrounding current issues. Shadow aspects of this card are stubbornness, impatience, forgetfulness, and thoughtlessness. The Archangel Tazdikil wants to release the energy of forgiveness, releasing judgment and painful memories. The affirmation for this card is, I react sensitively to others. I respect my personal boundaries. I react sensitively to others and I respect my personal boundaries. I react sensitively to others and I respect my personal boundaries. And I feel like there is perhaps a layer of collective anger that is coming through. And I've been setting this energy from yesterday. So for those that might be needing to release anger, please do this in the healthiest way possible for you. I wish to share for those that might resonate with. And I feel like this reading will perhaps bring up some energies of frustration, of anger, and just really some extreme emotions. And we're coming to full circle moments. So for those that have been watching my channel for a real long time, I took down a lot of readings, probably about 4 or 5 months ago, probably longer than that actually, because I felt like the messages wasn't resonating anymore with the collective. But I'm hearing that we're coming full circle, and some situationships, some messages that I brought forward way back then are now coming full circle, and some things that people really didn't want to be brought to light are now being brought to justice. And this reading is for that, everyone. So major trigger warning on this reading, and please keep an open mind and trust the messages that are coming forward. I trust my teams of light impeccably, and I trust myself to bring forward the truth and the highest level of understanding that we can possibly achieve right now. But take a minute to pick your pile, and I will go ahead with pile number 1. Hello, Pile 1. This is your reading. We actually have a few other aspects to bring into your reading today. I do have 3 crystals for each pile, which I've kept hidden. We've got black tourmaline for you, which is, I always see this as a spearhead, and I use this when I'm cord cutting. So black tourmaline is amazing for allowing you to come to a state of peace, allowing you to work through aspects of anxiety that are perhaps very deeply embedded within you, and allowing you to balance your energetic field. I also have a rune that I've pulled for you as well today, Pile 1, which is Nauthiz, which means necessity, which is connected to needs, friction, and the shadow. There's a lot of, there's an ominous energy with today's reading, and yeah, I feel quite uneasy, to be honest with you, everyone bringing these messages forward, but I'm having to trust what is wanting to be brought to light. But we have a lot of oracle cards, and I'm going to bring some tarot into the mix as well. But the first card that I've got for you is Open. Say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. Flower Moon and Blossoming with 33. Jovial and Joy. Prosperity and Langudash. Yesod with Root and Connection. Pull these over a little bit. I remember. Soul Plan, the fated life versus the destined life. And the final card that I've got for you is Transformation and Defining Yourself. Okay. I'm going to read your oracles, and then I'll bring some tarot into the mix, Pile 1. Give me a minute to sit with your cards. I feel like there is going to be 2 camps within each of the piles today. Those that are sat in shadow and those that are sat in the highest vibration with regards to this new moon in Sagittarius. And it's going to be up to you moving forward it's like how you pave a way for truth, Pile 1. Some of you have been incredibly heart open to spirit this year, and you're being gifted divine knowledge, you're being gifted prosperity, and you're being gifted the ability to connect with others at a deeper level, Pile 1. And some of you have been sat incredibly in your shadow, and it's almost like you decided who you wanted around you, Pile 1, and you did this very strategically. You made sure to have what you thought to be considered the right people around you so that you could prosper alone. And I'm hearing some of you in Pile 1 are incredibly cutthroat, and you really didn't care who you tore down to make it to your perceived top position, Pile 1. And this is all being brought to light now. I'm being told that people are seeing through the facade, they are seeing through the lies, they are seeing through the perceived notion of abundance that you have been portraying to others to win their trust, Pile 1. And it's like you have been stealing others' joy, some of you in this Pile 1. And apologies to those that, these messages do not resonate with, but I'm hearing that you are here to hear this expansion, because perhaps you are one of these people that has been, I'm hearing, like, torn down by someone that thought they had power over everyone. They truly thought that they knew best. They truly thought that people wouldn't remember. It's like I'm hearing like bad things that they'd done in the past. It's like they thought that everyone would just forgive them if they portrayed a level of it's like minor remorse. It feels very egotistical, this energy, and incredibly narcissistic somewhere. And teams of light are bringing this forward because they're saying no more. They're putting a stop to this. They're putting a stop to you, whoever this relates to, and you will not be able to proceed forward in your journey. They're saying you have to look at this, you have to heal this wound within you, and you have to start being honest with those around you, Pile 1. There is a layer of dishonesty that is riddled within your life, and your teams of light are saying no more. You cannot carry on like this. This is a lifetime where you have to learn these harsh lessons, and you're going to have to repent for everything that you've brought forward to the table for so many. But I'm hearing you already know this to be your truth, Pile 1. So it's going to be up to you how you move forward, how you reconcile, how you make amends, and how you allow yourself to remember that you are a divine being somewhere. You've got incredibly lost in this lifetime, in this path, and your teams of light want to bring you back into the light, Pile 1. They want you to know that you have to take responsibility for your actions. And somewhere you really tore so many people down. You didn't want to see them shine. You didn't want them to blossom. And they're saying that now's the time for the justice in that. You're going to have to see some people walk directly into the light, perhaps walk into abundance that you wanted for yourself this lifetime, and they deserve it, I'm hearing, Pile 1. They deserve it. Wow. 8 of Swords. You kept some people in a noose, Pile 1. In a mental prison, in a prison of fear. And you exploited so many. We've got the Starr, but I'm looking at this imagery here. You know, this woman, she's pole dancing. You might have used your sexuality to gain what you wanted this lifetime, Pile 1. And your teams are saying that this was such a shadowy aspect that you brought forward. And yeah, you thought that this was going to bring you your prosperity. You were only looking to win for yourself. You didn't want to share. Queen of Swords. Yeah, somewhere you were sitting high and mighty, and you thought nothing could bring you down. Yeah, the Fountain. And this is specific to this tarot card interpretation. And I'm hearing you thought you were the fountain of youth, Pile 1. You thought that you could create whatever you wanted without consequence, and that just isn't the case. And I'm finding it difficult to bring these messages forward because, you know, a part of me somewhere wants to give you words of encouragement to step towards the light, but I'm being told no. I'm being told to not come forward with my usual, you know, wanting to help, wanting to usher in and say, you know, everything's going to be okay, because there is a layer of uncomfortability that you're going to have to sit through, Pile 1, because you have caused so much damage and harm in other people's lives this lifetime, I'm hearing. And each step of the way, you had the chance to make amends, you had the chance to repent, and you just kept pushing forward for your own gain, Pile 1. And if these messages do not relate to you, perhaps this isn't your pile, or perhaps you are the person that's fell victim to antics like this, Pile 1, which is why you are hearing this and knowing that you will get your justice. It is coming. This is a season for divine justice to spring into action. And I've been getting these pieces of information behind the scenes with my guys that 2024 is a year of reckoning, and this is going to be a mass reckoning. There's going to be things brought to the light within media, within celebrity culture, where we get to see the full truth of what I believe has been happening for a really long time with regards to the energies of this world and just being of a very dark and chaotic nature. And, you know, I think some people have heard me bring this message forward and it's been too much. You know, they feel like I'm just speaking out of shadow, out of hurt, and that just isn't the case. I'm just bringing forward divine knowledge and divine truth. And I know that this is coming to light in 2024, and I'm hearing that the people from this pile, you have either been harmed by these antics, or you are the perpetrator of such destruction. Yeah, it's like divine destruction. And this has been your choice, Pile 1. At each step of the way, you had chance to make amends, and you just kept saying no. You were being stubborn, and yeah, it's like you're going to have to meet your maker, Pile 1. Some of you might have delved into black magic this lifetime, You might have been looking to the dark arts to seek your gratification, and I'm hearing that you've been doing this for a real long time. And the divine is saying no. Yeah, Four of Swords. You're going to have to start healing these deep wounds, Pile 1. And if you are someone that has been harmed by these antics, please know that deep healing is coming in for you. Five of Swords. You've been in a mental prison for some time. This has been the start of the reckoning. You've been trapped in your mind, your mental mind. And they're saying this is the torment that you've given to another. Death and rebirth in the number 13. Yeah, this is going to be a death of ego that you're going to have to go through, Pile 1, in order to heal. Yeah, Three of Wands. You're going to have to see others prosper. Whilst you remain stuck, Pile 1. Whilst you remain stuck. Yeah. Two, the High Priestess. There is someone around you that knows the truth, has always known the truth. You didn't want to listen. And now the truth is coming to light. And so many are going to get to walk away and move to calmer waters. You're going to have to see so many get what they deserve this lifetime, Pile 1. Or the people that you know you've caused harm. Ace of Swords. I feel like this might have been a group of people. Yeah, and so many have turned their back on you now, Pile 1. And this is only the beginning. You didn't want to give. You've just been receiving for such a long time. And now the scales are being tipped in the favor of those that took the time out to heal, took the time to work on self and step away from you, I'm hearing, Pile 1. But there's going to be fast action. It's going to be an incredibly uncomfortable time, Pile 1, and these messages are not easy for me to bring forward, and I'm trying to bring them forward with the most level-headedness as I can, Pile 1. But there is a layer of frustration and annoyance that has been felt behind the scenes, and there has been a divine order that's had to come into play for everything to come into fruition the way that it will. And I'm hearing some of you have been sat in this frustration, and these are those of light that have been receiving these energies. You've been frustrated because you knew that you were working with something that felt incredibly out of your hands, and now is your time. Yeah, you get to fully walk away, Pile 1. You get to walk away from this energy. And if you've been in confusion about someone, a soul, this is that energy. And you're the Empress. Whether you resonate as being a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you are full of creative energy, you are full of abundance, and you are set for riches, Pile 1. And you get to receive that because you've chosen you. You said no, yeah, and this divine tower is coming down for those that wanted to keep you stuck. This may be a collective in terms of the collective energies that we are working with and the way that society has treated us. And this might mean that some of you have just been breaking free from the constraints of this lifetime. And when I say they, we mean those powers that be that have taken over this world. And this might not necessarily be a specific person, but just the constraints of this life. It's being broken down for you in your path so that you can receive the world. Pile 1. So if this message resonates for you, trust that so much fun and love and laughter is on its way to you because you said yes to yourself, because you said yes to experiencing life to its fullest, and you knew that you were a divine being. you knew that your heart was pure, you knew that you deserved love, and you're going to receive it. Wow. Bottom of the deck energy, number 6, and the Lovers. Wow, 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 Pile 1. I'm incredibly, incredibly happy for you, those that this energy resonates to, and you've done such divine work. Those that are here that are witnessing this, you know, to receive your justice, you've been doing the most. You've been fighting for the good, even when everything felt so incredibly challenging, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself, Pile 1. And to those that might be watching this and you know you've caused so much harm to others, you know, the scales will tip eventually, but you will have to work through this layer of repenting, this layer of receiving karmic justice, and watching those that you perhaps thought would suffer thrive. And you have to figure out why you wanted to tear so many down, Pile 1. What is it within you? What wound is it within you that wanted you to behave in the ways that you have this lifetime? Because it needs healing. And you deserve to feel love too. And somewhere this is where this stems from. You don't believe that you deserve love, but you do, Pile 1. And, you know, my heart goes out to anyone that is either side of the spectrum of this, because there is no part of this world that wants anyone to suffer. Yet there are sometimes karmic lessons that need to be learned, need to be dealt, and that is what's been going on here, Pile 1. So my heartfelt appreciation for those stood in the light, and my heartfelt sorrows for those that have been stood in shadow and felt like they couldn't step towards the light. But that's all that's wanting to be brought forward for you today, Pile 1. Apologies that this was so heavy, and it was incredibly uncomfortable for me to bring this information to light. It's not an easy message to bring forward, but I know that so many are going through this behind the scenes. There is karmic justice that is needing to be repaid, and that time is now. So continue to shine, continue to blossom. Those that know they are here to shine and blossom, and keep spreading joy wherever you can. And to those that try to take joy from others, what is it about you that feels like you don't deserve joy? Because you do. Start working with the sun, with the light of, the light of the moon. The light of the moon is insignificant to some in Pile 1. The light of the moon. Take what resonates. Hello, Pile 2. This is your reading. Let's see what Spirit wishes to say with regards to the new moon in Sagittarius. And you actually have a crystal depicting your pile as well, Pile 2. And this is green fluorite, but I've been seeing this as green emerald, emerald all week. And emerald is a sign of affluence. It's a sign of royalty. It brings foresight and psychic abilities to fruition. It's a talisman of mental expansion. With regards to it being fluorite, it's connected to growth, renewal, natural order, and alignments of the universe. So that is the crystal that I've got depicting your pile today, Pile 2. And also I've got a rune as well that I pulled for you, which is Piroth, which is divination, which means Herath and luck. It's connected to primal law. So your crystal and your rune are very, very, very connected, Pile 2, which, no surprises there. But I don't know what we're in for today, Pile 2. Pile 1 was incredibly heavy, and I don't think I was quite prepared for the messages that are being brought forth. So let's see what Spirit wishes to say to you. The card that I've got for you is the Child Within, Inner Mother, Innocence, Gentleness, and Tenderness. It's card number 1. Acceptance, Waxing Crescent Moon 3. Trust and Uriel. We've got the Witch's Cottage and Security. Duma, Angel of Dreams. I've seen this as like a superhero. Love that for you, Pile 2. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. I love this card. It's one of the very first cards that I pulled when I first got into tarot and oracle. 24 and freedom, breaking the chains. I'm going to read your oracle before I read your tarot, pile 2. And there is a message of divine order and justice that's been wanting to brought through today's messages. And, you know, I'm finding it incredibly difficult to bring them forward because they aren't messages of a particularly high vibration. And, you know, teams of light are bringing this forward to make some of you aware in the collective what your energy is and just how incredibly limiting and toxic it has been for you and for others in your vicinity. And in pile 2, there is no exception. Pile 1 was pretty heavy, and I'm hearing that there is going to be a continuation of that energy into pile 2. And some of you haven't been giving the love that you know you need to be giving this lifetime, pile 2. Some of you have been stepping into a state of seeking security for yourself and allowing others to step into a false sense of security with you. There has been a layer of existence that has been incredibly in shadow for some of you in pile 2. And with this child within, I think this comes from inner child wounding, and you've been allowing others to trust you when you haven't been trustworthy, pile 2. And this is only going to relate to some of you, and some of you in pile 2, you are here to witness, you know, the energies that you've been experiencing. So if there have been people around you that have left you with a question mark, this is their energy. And I knew that these messages were going to be triggering today, but I'm hearing that the divine truth just needs to come to light, and that time is now. So for those that have been wondering if they could trust someone, use your discernment, but you already know that truth, pile 2. It's like someone knew that you felt unstable, someone knew that you felt like you didn't have anyone else, so they stepped forward to perceive like they were holding your hand, when actually they've just been there for their own personal gain. But I'm hearing some of you have already wised up to this. You knew that what was going on, and you took a step back, and you knew that you had to take care of self, and the divine are praising you, pile 2, for trusting your intuition, for trusting that you knew what was best for you, and you said no to something that was going to be catastrophic, actually, pile 2. And yeah, your teams of light are saying you narrowly avoided disaster. And I've just dropped what felt like a lot of cards, but it was just one, but that came down with such a weight, which is crazy. And the card is the Star. Wow. Pile 2, you are the Star, and this person knew that. This person knew that you were the Star. This person knew that you were born to shine. And yeah, it's like, I'm hearing like they wanted to shine with you, but their ego wouldn't let them. Pile 2. The ego wouldn't let them. So they decided to, it's like they decided to, I'm hearing spread lies. I've got the 7 of Cups. There's been a web of lies that's been spoken about you, pile 2, behind the scenes. And please only take what resonates. But we've got the 4 of Swords here, and it's like I'm hearing like a group of people that have been stood high and mighty, and, you know, they've been saying what they wanted to behind the scenes about you and thinking that there was going to be no consequences. The Queen of Pentacles, and this is you. And this is because these people it's like they were triggered by the light that you have. They were triggered by your talents. They were triggered by just how much ferocity you hold within this world. We've got the Ace of Wands, and this reading steps forward as divine justice for you, as karmic justice for you, because you're going to be met with 6 of Cups, of souls that can meet you where you are, Pile 2. And I'm hearing you have your tribe already. You know your tribe, you have your tribe, and this is only going to be extending. And if some of you have been wanting divine connection, wow. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I did the exact same thing for pile 1. It's like your person is coming, and if they're not already here, but I'm hearing some of you might have met someone new recently, and it's like you haven't been wanting to admit just how much you like this person to yourself, pile 2, because I think it terrifies you. But I'm hearing that, there is just trust in the energies. Wow, the Hermit. Yeah, this might have made you want to retreat, because it's like you felt so much so soon, pile 2. But I'm hearing you're stepping away from conflict. And this isn't conflict that you brought on yourself, pile 2. I feel like some of you here feel like you brought on this conflict yourself, and it's like, no, it's these people that weren't wanting to see you shine. And I think you found this energy incredibly confusing, pile 2, because you've only brought love and light to so many. And I think you might have struggled to express your full emotions, or there are situations that happened where you were put into a space of into a space of shadow that was there for others to witness. And instead of others giving you the grace of perhaps being really troubled at that time, they decided to turn on you, and they wanted to see you in shadow because they just didn't want to accept your light. And I'm hearing that this happens when we can't accept light and love for ourselves, that we want to portray that out to others and to tear others down. I'm hearing you've been the victim of this, pile 2. And I use the word victim lightly because I don't like the way that portrays a situation, but it's like some things were just uncalled for, and you've been handling this in the highest vibration, pile 2, in the highest vibration. Your teams want to congratulate you. Yeah, King of Wands. You've been just stepping forward with regards to what you knew you could control, and you've been having love for all those around you, the Emperor, and especially someone that stepped away from their divinity. You saw them fall from grace, and you continue to love them, the Fool. And you've just been wanting to step forward in your highest vibration, and you're going to be rewarded, pile 2, for your efforts. And yeah, the High Priestess, it's like divine knowledge is coming to you. You've remained in the light whilst working through your shadow, and this is exactly why this situation came about. And you were brought as divine justice to a collective of people. This is connected to past lives, pile 2, but you were sent to be judgment. And how these people have decided to behave towards you with regards to this situation or a period of time is what was going to project the next steps forward in their journey. And we've got the King of Swords, and some really haven't been mindful or appreciative of your feelings, or really caring about you as much as you've cared about them. And now they're going to receive their karma for that, pile 2. And this is not something that any soul should wish upon another, but I'm hearing that this has to happen, pile 2. There has to be a cleansing that happens, and you were sent as a test for these souls to expand or to continue to stand in their shadow and in fear. And they chose fear and their shadow as you step towards the light. So now you get to propel forward, pile 2. And you haven't been doing this alone. There have been a few souls around you that have mirrored your energy, and you now see them. There are some around you and you think, oh, I understand what you've been going through, and I stand beside you. And it's like friendships are going to become stronger. They're going to blossom. They're going to be deeper and richer and full of love, I'm hearing. And all you've wanted is love this lifetime, pile 2. And you're going to receive love in all its forms, in ways that you perhaps weren't expecting, and in ways which is the best for you. So just be willing to receive, pile 2. Be willing to receive everything that this world wishes to gift to you, because you deserve it. You truly, truly, truly do deserve it. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles here. You're going to be building with others. And stepping away from anyone that leaves you in a state of confusion. Someone blindsided you, pile 2. And you weren't expecting it. And I'm hearing this, and this broke your heart. This broke your heart. But you're going to get what you deserve. And you're the star, pile 2. You were always built to shine. And it's now your time to rise. Water's going to be incredibly healing for you this season. And look into the stars. If you don't resonate as being a star seed, I would highly look into that for you, pile 2, because it's going to help you move forward in your journey. Connecting with Mother Nature, specifically plants or flowers, is going to help you in a profitable venture, I'm hearing. But don't fear what's to come. I think you might fear the generosity of others coming through for you, pile 2, but you can trust these new souls stepping forward. You're not going to be met with pain and the hurt and the shadow of others like you have been experiencing, pile 2. But congratulations, you've been incredibly level-headed, pile 2, and you deserve everything that is coming in for you. But that's all I'm getting from your teams of light today, pile 2. And, if you are the people that are in shadow, that have been harming any souls around you at this time out of fear and shadow, please know that you deserve to be happy too. And the scales will tip in your favor eventually, pile 2. But you're going to have to work through this layer of shadow before you can prosper. Hello, pile 3, this is your reading. Let's see what Spirit wishes to say to you. But I do have a crystal that I brought into the mix today, which is dark amethyst. And dark amethyst is incredible for connecting into your highest vibration. It's incredible for allowing you to soothe irritability. It dissolves any negativity and opens up spiritual awareness and heightening intuition to its highest vibration as well, pile 3. But I've also pulled a rune for you today as well. I've done that with each pile, but I hid them. And your rune is Bakan, which means birth, which is connected to Divine Mother and earth feminine energy. This feminine wild energy was going to come through for a pile. I could feel it, and it was for you, pile 3. But let's see what your teams of light wish to say to you. And there's been a shadow aspect that's been brought forward with this reading today. So, just be aware of that, pile 3. Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion and humanity. The Return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. And you got the most amount of oracle cards, pile 3. Wisdom and Waning Gibbous Moon 6, with 22 on there, which is such a divine number. So grateful that that number's come out for you. Metatron and Mercy, and I've been thinking about Metatron all day, so I'm glad that that energy's come forward for a pile. A Theme and Boundaries. Interesting with the dagger here. Ref and Angel of Time. This looks like a very pensive character. Big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Hello, my Pleiadian babies. For those that don't know, I resonate as being a Pleiadian starseed. So welcome home. I want to say welcome home, and I love you. Final card that we've got is 10 and Transformation, Achieving Success. Transcendence, sorry. I always read that as transformation every time I pull that card. It's been a little time since pulled some dragon cards, but I did sit in circle yesterday, in healing circle, with my Pleiadian sister, with our other channel, the Light Renegades, and dragon energy stepped forward to say that 2024 was going to be the year of the dragons, and I've been receiving this information for a little bit of time, and I was incredibly grateful to have that confirmation, and a guide stepped forward with regards to being mother of dragons, and a whole new realm is opening up. And what we were told was to draw a spiral and then push in the center of that spiral, just in the air, and that's going to help unlock the third eye and connect to dragon energy. So for anyone that has been wanting to connect to dragon energy, that's a little tip for you. So that's just a little added extra with your pile 3. And I'm hoping that you are perhaps going to be the pile that has just the lightest energy. The past 2 piles have had a lot of shadow, and it's been incredibly challenging for me to bring this information forward, just because it very much felt like teams of light were being very stern, and they weren't wanting me to comfort these souls because they are having to learn harsh lessons. And I'm hearing that you have brought divine order into play this lifetime, pile 3, through your wisdom, through your mercy, and through setting strong boundaries. You've allowed yourself to stand in this idea of returning home. Like I said, welcome home. And you've been returning to Christ consciousness this lifetime, pile 3. And you've been allowing others to access this energy through you. And it's because of you why so many other souls have prospered, pile 3. And I'm hearing now it's your time to receive. Now it's your time to receive. So just receive, I'm hearing. And I think you might be a soul that struggles to allow others to help, pile 3. So your teams of light are saying, allow others to step in and help you, because now is the time for you to be authentically expressing everything that you are and allow others to see you shine. Yeah, it's like it's time for you to shine. I think you've been sat in quite a pensive energy of late, pile 3, and it's because you've been looking for your space where it feels safe. But I'm hearing you create that safe space. So remember that you are safe no matter where you are, because you decide that you're going to be safe, pile 3. You've walked away from so much shadow. You've narrowly missed a lot of situations that were going to be incredibly detrimental to you, I'm hearing, pile 3 as well. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been seeking how to transform your prosperity, your abundance. And yeah, you've remained in such balance. You are part of the Seraphim Council, pile 3. You are an earth angel. You came here to shine your divine light. And yeah, spread your wisdom with the Page of Swords here. There is something about you that is incredibly divine, and it allows others to speak their truth, I'm hearing. And yeah, the 3 of Cups, you share so much of what you know so freely, pile 3 as well, which is allowing you to just continue to create and build more and more and more. The 10 of Pentacles, it's like if you've been setting up a business, it's going to go incredibly well, pile 3. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, it's all about prosperity. I'm hearing it is all about the money, and it's because you haven't been all about the money, pile 3. Yeah, you've just been steadily creating progress for yourself. And I'm hearing behind the scenes too. It's like some people haven't known exactly what you've been up to, but you've been creating this divine path for you. And yeah, I'm going to bring some more tarot into the mix, and it's just to bring in this light energy. I love this tarot deck. It's the Queer Tarot deck, and the imagery is always just so fun and light, and that's you, pile 3. It's like you're the cherry on top of a cake, I'm hearing. It's like you add the sprinkles, you add the cream. Yeah, and to some of you, it's like, take that message as it resonates, but it's like, yeah, some people around you are really craving you right now, pile 3. If you've been dating recently, if you've been getting into a space of exploration, it's like, I don't know why this is coming through, but if you've been fearful of, if people enjoy your company in all ways, it's like they definitely do, pile 3. So don't worry about that temperance. It's like you have enough sauce, I'm hearing, enough spice. Sugar and spice and all things nice. Yeah, that is you. I'm being brought to the Spice Girls. It's so random. The Fool. It's like, yeah, your energy is so effervescent and childlike. You speak to everyone's inner child, pile 3, and they love that about you. 8 of Wands. Something is on its way to you that you're not expecting, pile 3. You're not expecting this gift. And this is something where you get to share with others. And I think you thought you might have to go at something alone, but you're not going to. I think this is a massive fear. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. It was a fear that you were going to have to continue to just strive alone and, yeah, carry the weight of others. But you're not going to, pile 3. You're going to prosper with so many. We've got the Hierophant here. It's like other people are going to come and impart their wisdom to you, pile 3, because you've been doing this with so many and you've just been waiting. You've been waiting to receive divine knowledge, just divine understanding, or the divine go-ahead. And I'm hearing that time is now. Got the Page of Cups. So allow yourself to be, it's almost like allow yourself to be a novice, but to know that you're actually a master. It's okay to be at the start of your journey. It's okay to be not 100% sure which direction you want to take right now, pile 3. Because you're going to receive no matter what. And it's like, what is this, Spirit? What is this energy? Confirm this energy for me. There's something that I can't pick up on, and it's almost like there's a pathway that you haven't stepped into yet, or that you just can't see. Yeah, the Empress, and perhaps this has been hidden from you, pile 3, up until this moment. I think there's going to be something new that comes into your plane of existence, and you think, oh, that's it. That was what I've been waiting for. And we've got the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's like you didn't know which option to take, and now something else is making itself known to you, and you're going to say, actually, I think I want to give that a try. And this might be a completely new venture. Completely new venture. This is not something you've done before this lifetime. Yeah, it's like don't be fooled by the perceived shadow of something, pile 3, because you're going to turn whatever this is into the most highest vibration of something. The Knight of Swords. It's very cryptic. So something might look like a shadow when actually you're going to be able to turn it into something of light. So this might be 4 of Pentacles. This might be something that is a bit taboo, pile 3. Yeah, it's like it might be a bit taboo. Knight of Cups, but you're going to put your light aspects onto this thing, so it will be of light. And that's incredibly general, I know, but there's going to be that many people here watching this that I can't bring specific ideas forward, but I'm also hearing that if I did, it would hinder your productivity and your understanding of what you're capable of. King of Cups, bottom of the deck energy. Nine of Pentacles. You're a master alchemist, pile 3, and this is not something that you allow yourself to see. So they're saying anything of darkness, you can turn it into the light. 4 of Cups. This might have been something you've given up on at some point, pile 3. Yeah, but you have the strength to now bring this something back into balance. But it's going to be up to you to dare to do this, pile 3. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. You will remain balanced no matter what happens. Trust in you, pile 3. Trust that you know what is best for you. Trust that you know which path to take for you in the highest vibration for you. And trust that you are divine is what I want to share, pile 3. somewhere you think that you aren't of divine light, but you are, and your teams want you to know that you can trust yourself. And I think you've been stepping away from everything that no longer serves you. And now you get to step forward into something new, and it's going to be of light, pile 3. It's going to be of light. And trust your teams. Trust these messages, trust your teams, trust what is brought forward to you, because you're meant to receive, pile 3. And I think it's going to be incredibly challenging for you to receive, because somewhere you were taught that that wasn't okay, that wasn't for you, or you're not supposed to receive this lifetime, which just isn't the case, pile 3. So it's going to take great strength from you to keep saying yes to you, for you, and to perhaps say no to situations that you know aren't serving your highest good somewhere. Someone is still stepping towards you with shadow. This might be an offer that you need to turn down, pile 3. Someone might step forward with an offer, but you're going to be able to tell in their eyes that they are not the one for you, and that they can't bring you happiness. And this perhaps might have been someone that you thought could bring you the ultimate amount of happiness at one point in your life, and now you have to say no to them, because you know, somewhere you know that this person isn't stepping forward in divine light towards you. So you have to trust in that energy. Trust that you know the truth already, pile 3. There is still it's like karmic tests being played out here. But trust in your own divinity, pile 3. You are of light. Trust in that. But that's all that I'm getting for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like an extended reading with me, do not hesitate to reach out. And I haven't said that towards the last 2 piles, so there's something in this pile 3 that, it feels aligned. Feels aligned, pile 3. So don't hesitate to reach out. But do take care for now.